Well?
Well, what?
Well, what do they say?
How am I supposed to know? I left them up there.
How are they supposed to get out of the apartment if you brought the keys with you?
Oh, you have to pull the door shut. I know these kind of things if you want to ask them.
Sure. What did they say? Come on, they must have said something.
They said some things.
Well?
Well, what?
What did they say, you stupid nitwit?
Why should I tell you? You don't even care about me.
Oh, of course I care about you. If I didn't care about you, I would have hit you on the back of the head and made you tell me. But because I care, I'll give you one more chance before I hit you. Now, what did they say?
Well, first Olivia started talking about how everything looks the same around here, that nothing ever changes. And then she said how things look smaller. Oh yeah, and she said you look older, by the way.
What does she expect? The years go by, things change, you get older. What is she, stupid all of a sudden?
Look, don't ask me, all right? It was your precious Olivia that said.
What about the stove? They must have said something about the stove.
No, I don't remember them saying anything about that. But Doug did mention the roaches.
Oh, I am tired of playing these games with you, Anthony.
It just made me remember. Doug said that you look dangerous as well.
I hate you.
Yeah, well, I hate you too.
The moment I looked at you in the hospital, I knew you would be trouble.
Yeah, well, the same day I looked at you, I wanted to commit suicide. They didn't tell you that at the hospital, did they? Yeah, well, look right here. I tried to commit arikari.
Well, if I'd known, I would have made sure you succeeded. It's that Doug, isn't it? He doesn't like me. You could see at the moment he looked at me. He was afraid to look me in the eyes. You know, that always tells you that somebody's hiding something. Never trust anyone who won't look you in the eye. It's all in the eyes, you know.
Yo, you better buy yourself a pair of sunglasses. Some black ones.
Ha ha ha. What kind of car are they driving?
I don't know. I looked for it, but I couldn't find it.
What are you doing looking for their car? You stay away from that car, you understand?
Look, I wasn't gonna do anything to their car, right? I was just curious, you know? You see his shoes? They don't look like no rich lawyer shoes to me.
How would you know what rich lawyer shoes look like? Anyway, try this on, okay? It's nice. Try it on.
All I want is the glove.
Well, it's not in here. Maybe it's under the bed. Why don't you go look?
Actually, I have it in my room.
Who gave you permission to go through his things? Did I tell you that was okay?
No, but it's all junk, okay? It ain't worth nothing.
Listen, you let me be the judge of that. You didn't throw anything away, did you? You didn't, did you?
No. Just his hat. It had some blood. It had some blood in it.
You had to tell me that, didn't you?
Well, you asked.
You're not gonna let me forget, are you?
I thought it was the other way around. Look at you going through his stuff, looking for an excuse to find something. Well, I don't want this junk, all right? I don't want any of it, all right? It's all junk.
Anthony. Oh! Anthony, stop! 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 Anthony, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push you like that. It's just sometimes when you get like this, I get scared. And I don't know what to do. Anthony, would you stop bouncing the ball against the walls? They can't take that kind of pounding. Ma? Anthony! Just a minute, I'm coming.
Ma, open the door.
I'm coming.
Where's Anthony?
Why? What happened?
apartment.
Oh, no, Olivia. It's just one of those doors that locks by itself.
Ma, I'm telling you, that little creep of yours locked us inside the apartment. He did something to the lock so we couldn't get out. Oh. Look at my shoes. We have to climb down the fire escape.
Really?
There's no doubt about it, Mrs. Acosta. We were locked in.
And there was at least a foot of garbage in every room.
Garbage?
It looks like it was just put there, Ma.
Anthony! God damn it! You get out of here. You go upstairs and you clean it up right now. Do you understand? Right now! Go!
Go! And then you turn into nothing but trash. Come on, get a feel. That's what you are.
Jesus Christ. Calm down, Olivia. No real harm done.
You think I worked my butt off all these years to just come back here and be disrespected by trash like that?
Yeah, I'm sure it was real hard wiggling your butt into those tight jeans, Olivia. For chumps over here like Doug.
I'm not a chump, Anthony.
Yes. And I was thinking of taking you out and buying you a new coat. But you know what? Popsicles will be dangling out of your ears before you get 2 cents out of me.
You weren't the first one, you know, Doug. Did she ever tell you about Tim Cornell? Yeah, well, she picked him up by Rockefeller Center.
Stop it, Anthony, right now. You be quiet. I want you to go up to 2D and unclog Mrs. Puzo's toilet before she calls Mr. Brooks again. Come out of there, Anthony.
First, she makes him get a loan and get a car. Then she makes him get a loan and go to Disneyland. Then when they get back and he has to work 2 jobs to pay off the loan, she get mad at him because she ain't got nobody to take her out anymore. See me, I would have kicked her butt up and down the street. But this stupid jerk ends up in a hospital with a nervous breakdown. But don't worry, Doug. I've already called the hospital and told them to save a bed for you.
I hope you don't believe any of that. Tim was always a bit unstable. I was just trying to help him out, you know. But when I finally realized that I couldn't, we went our separate ways. That's all.
Forget about it, Olivia. Really. Just tell your brother to give me the key so I can go up and clean up the apartment for you.
Oh, I hate you!
I hate you too.
What the hell is going on between you two? We came here to look at an apartment and find ourselves in the middle of a war.
Look, why don't we just try and do this nice and calm? Is the key back inside the bag, Mrs. Acosta?
Yes, that little monster. Throw it back in there.
Can I
Yes,
borrow
point my eye. Warwick! Warwick is where you're going!
Can I borrow your broom, Mrs. Acosta?
Duck. We didn't come here to clean up no garbage. We came here to look at an apartment, just like anybody else. They are the supers here, not us.
I am not the super, Olivia. I am your mother.
Well, I know that, but I haven't been traveling half a way around the world just to come back here and be collecting the garbage.
I didn't ask you to collect the garbage.
Well,
That little creep
well-
into this mess.
nevertheless, Doc and I came here to look at an apartment. And we can afford to live anywhere we want, Ma. Doc makes excellent money.
I know that, and I appreciate everything you're doing. I really do.
Exactly. Now we find out that Puppy is gone. We thought you might need some help, Ma.
I do.
Yeah. Moral help, not asking my husband to collect the garbage.
I didn't ask your husband to
Well,
collect the garbage.
Well, nevertheless, I think it's a good time to discuss certain things, Ma. Yeah. If you want us to take that apartment upstairs, we need to be treated just like any other tenant. Yes. I think it's a good time to draw a certain and clear separation. Ma? We have to draw a line. You are the super here, and we are the tenants.
Next, she's gonna be calling down here so we can run up with plungers and drain her to unclog her toilet.
For trash like you, that would be an honor, okay?
Maybe he's right.
Ma, don't be ridiculous. That's not what I'm talking about. We can unclog our own toilet. That's not so much of work.
I know. It's the separation.
Look, why don't you guys figure this out amongst yourselves? I'm gonna go up and clean the garbage.
Doug, put down those keys.
Please, Liv, don't speak to me in that tone. I'm not your friend Tim or Tom or whatever his name is. Sorry I had to raise my voice, Mrs. Costa.
I didn't draw any lines when I had you, Olivia. Maybe I should have. Maybe the moment they cut the cord from your stomach, I should have said, my responsibility's done. I conceived her. I carried her in my womb for 9 months. I spent 12 long, painful hours in labor to give her life, but now, time to draw a line. But we didn't draw any lines. God knows we had every reason to. Miguel and I hardly had anything to eat, but we brought you home, and we raised you to be the beautiful woman sitting here making faces at me, telling me we have to draw lines.
Just the last time you told me that story, you were in labor for 8 hours, Ma.
No, that was Anthony.
I thought I was 18, Ma.
You shut up in there.
Well, I think this is not gonna work, Ma.
No, probably not. If I do something wrong, you'll take me out and have me whipped.
I'm going to get Doc.
Oh, you know what? I survived before I brought you into this world, and God forbid you should fall down the stairs and break your neck. I will survive just fine without you. Oh my God.
2 seconds later, Nara picked up that shovel and drew a line right across the middle of her forehead.
Go to the liquor store. Get me a little bottle of tequila. I'm beginning to understand why Miguel drank so much. Tell Roy to put it on Miguel's tab. You didn't tell Roy about Miguel, did you?
No, I just told him he had to go to Puerto Rico because somebody died over there.
Okay, good. Now go quick before I change my mind and have to look at myself stone cold sober. When I think of the sacrifices I've made for this family, it makes me want to puke.
Ma. What the hell is that? All I asked was for a small half-pint bottle. How much did that cost?
Nothing, it's free.
What do you mean it's free? Did I send you out to steal? All I said was to put it on Miguel's tab.
I didn't steal it. It's a present from Roy.
A present for who?
For you. I think he likes you.
Man, they all stink.
He's a nice guy, Ma.
He's supposed to be Miguel's friend.
Poppy's not here anymore, Ma.
Yeah, well, he doesn't know that. You did tell him Miguel had to go to Puerto Rico, didn't you?
Can I have some?
No, you may not have some. Now what exactly did you tell him?
I told him that he's probably never coming back.
God dang you, Anthony!
Well, he isn't.
Don't you understand that when the landlord finds out, he's gonna kick us out of here?
I heard he was planning on taking over the candy store and making the liquor store even bigger.
The hell with his liquor store.
Oh, and that guy that works with him said that I had the most beautiful mother in the whole world.
He said that?
He's a nice guy, Ma. He asked if I thought it was alright if he called here.
And what did you tell him?
I said I didn't know. It's been a long time since you went outside, Ma.
What else did he say?
You said hello.
Me?
Should I say hello back?
Let me think about it. Ugh. Hello? No, Miguel's not here. He went to the store. No, he says so downtown. He had to take 2 trains and a bus and a what? Okay, I'll tell him when he comes back. Go to 3A and see what's the matter with his lights.
I don't know how to do all that stuff up there, Ma.
Then you learn.
Ain't nothing wrong with that man's light. The bulb just go out.
See? You're already learning. And take a piece of cardboard with you. He said somebody's duck had done something on the second floor.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Have you seen Doug? I can't find him. I found the keys on the 4th floor in the hallway. Doug's very responsible. He would not do a thing like that.
He's probably dead. Somebody's trying to kill him. They probably thought he was me.
What are you talking about? Who's trying to kill you?
Everybody.
Oh, would you just shut up already?
You're stepping over the line, Olivia. This side is for supers. Tenants belong over there.
Touche, Ma. Okay, touche.
Don't try any of those French words with me. I know some words in Spanish don't make your ears ring. What does touche mean?
Sounds like fuck you.
Anthony!
Oh.
Miguel, come in. The door is open.
Sorry. It's only me, Miss Acosta. You heard from your husband lately?
I had a dream. He said that he was sorry for making me worry so much, but that he had to go away to Puerto Rico so that he could save some money so that we could go back.
It's wonderful, Mrs. Acosta. Is Olivia here?
Olivia? Oh, now I remember. Olivia, the new tenant in 40. I'm sorry, but all you find down here is an old scattered super that was once her mother.
Mrs. Acosta, if you don't mind, I've had it up to here with all the self-pity that goes on around here.
Oh, is that a fact, you rich little dwarf? What would someone like you know about self-pity?
Oh, after almost 2 years with your daughter, Miss Acosta, believe me, I know plenty. There's one thing that you managed to give her is a sense of doom.
Get out of my house.
My intentions precisely. I may be a twerp, but I'm not a rich one.
You don't have to lie to me. I'm not going to ask you for anything.
I'm not lying, Miss Acosta. And I have nothing to give. I'm not rich. I'm not even from Connecticut, like Olivia's been telling you. I'm from Queens. My father just retired on a $160 pension a week for spending half his life making window binders.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your daughter, Mrs. Acosta. She lies so much that it wasn't until we were 3 blocks away from here that she remembered to tell me that her father didn't really own this building. And even so, she'd forgotten all the other things she told me. I walked into this place expecting a garden apartment with a built-in greenhouse.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I don't believe anything you're saying, Olivia. She wouldn't lie to me like that.
It's not so much you she lies to, Mrs. Acosta. It's herself. Like, there's no Rome or Paris or Switzerland. We were never there.
Just stop talking already. Tell Olivia that if she wants to leave, to just leave. She doesn't have to send you down here to tell me a bunch of lies.
Oh, please, Mrs. Acosta. If she sent me down here, it wouldn't be to tell you what I'm telling you now. It would be to tell you that our Learjet had just landed down the street, and she forgot to tell you about an important appointment we had on one of the Rockefeller's yachts. I'm not condemning her for it, Mrs. Acosta. I understand, really, I do. But I'm not real. I'm not even a lawyer. Up until 2 weeks ago, I was a clerk in a law office, and I got laid off. Like, we're not coming here because this building is going co-op. We came because of the last 2 weeks, we've been living out of the back of my car and needed a place to stay. It's amazing. Olivia did the exact same thing when I told her I lost my job. But you go on right ahead, Mrs. Acosta. No need to hide your disappointment for my sake. I'm really quite used to it by now.
Anthony knew all along.
He knew what, Mrs. Acosta?
He said those didn't look like no rich lawyer shoes to him.
No. I guess they don't at that.
You really don't have any money?
No.
I wish I did, but I'm not rich. I don't want all those things that your daughter wants, Mrs. Acosta. I just want to play baseball in the park and maybe go see a movie once in a while.
Miguel used to like to play baseball too, and he didn't have anything either.
It's a poor man's sport, Mrs. Acosta. Here. Here's half the money we were going to use for the first month's rent. I had to take out some of it to eat. And, Mrs. Acosta, it's not going to come as any great shock to Olivia that I'm leaving. Most of what we had was gone when she finally figured out I wasn't much better off than she was. Goodbye, Mrs. Acosta.
You little sneak. You were back there all that time, weren't you? Give me the money.
I don't want the money. I just want to read the letter.
Give it to me, Anthony.
No.
Anthony, give it to me, I say.
Doug? Ma? What's going on? Where have you been?
You never mind about me. Where have you been?
Me and Doug had dinner out. We found a half-decent place around here.
Oh, really? You must meet that big fancy place, Angelo's, over in 96th Street.
Not Angela's, Mom. That place turned into a dump. We found another place. We had to get a car and everything. By the way, Doug has to go away for business for a few days. His firm called and he has to go handle a case in LA. Would you mind if I stayed here for a little bit until he got back?